Coach, just a tick under 70,000 packed in here at Nissan Stadium. Not a seat to be had as playoff football and certainly playoff fever have descended upon the Music City of Nashville, Tennessee. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC Wildcard matchup between the New England Patriots and the Tennessee Titans. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Over. Sponge.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 38, Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover back.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying...
Throw the ball, man. God damn.
He's taken down. Trey Hendrickson able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Rodgers now going to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, there is a certainty in this game. We know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws into double coverage there, and look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete, but they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Now, man, open down the middle of the field.
That, guys? Come on,
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. On second down now.
Oh, my God.
It's Howard. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 21 yards. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Eluding the pressure right.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Caught.
Come on. That's an interception. All day, every day. That's an interception.
As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
2nd and 9 now. He's got the first down and more. Pass. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And it's a holding penalty anyways. This fucking game.
That hold coming from the left side.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Clifford, he's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Got it? Leo! Okay, Alpha!
They'll run on 1st down. Swift, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front, so when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Number 53, Mike 53. Recon, 132 fighter.
On third down, Henry. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
I got you.
On 4th down, Clifford. And that's caught by Smith. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That would good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
22-jet bombers, 22-jet bombs now.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
53's the mic. 53. Check. Hit it.
2nd and 6.
Hey, man. Watch the move. Watch the move.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Henry fighting for the marker.
I go for it again?
He got there. He did not. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Switch. Check. SOS. Hey. Go.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Tennessee field goal unit led by Ryan Succop. This from 44 yards away. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run with Howard. They find some open field here. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
Let's go.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Shift. Watch twist. Watch twist. Teammate.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Check. 319. Check. 55 to Mike. I'm coming. Alert 3. Over. Switch.
On first down, Rodgers.
Come on.
Incomplete. The rookie
That's
had
a
it and
fucking
lost it there. And it'll be second down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10.
Come to my world.
Throwing again. Rodgers. And this is caught by Watkins. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And this is caught by Watkins. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
3 interceptions
Rodgers
that I should
now,
have now.
6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers.
Can someone please pick off
but it's
something?
incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there.
I
But
don't
it'll
know
be
why he's
second
fucking
down.
pushing forward.
And that's
another
what he's got to be
interception.
happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That second down play nets a -4.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long.
26. Right there.
Working from the gun, Rodgers.
Guys, pick it up.
And
I
he's
can't.
in.
I'm so done.
Touchdown,
Wow.
Patriots. From 17 yards out, and the Patriots, they add on to their lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Dude, I can't. Like,
They're going
come
to be
on, guys.
stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Here we go. Mike,
operating from the gun.
Clifford. Back and go full strength.
They will find Davis. That's complete.
Come on.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Be a long day for you.
Derrick Henry.
Check out.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl.
Wow, I'm so done. I lost. GG's.
Picked up by Bryce
the worst throw I've
Callahan,
ever had in
and
my
his
life.
guys will take over at their own 44-yard
It should have been
line.
3 years before.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 50-yard line.
Senator, 319.
55, Mike. Watch QB draw.
On the ground, this is Michelle. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that
I'm not getting
situation.
tackles. I'm
That's
not getting the
almost a tendency
interceptions.
breaker.
Like, god damn, man.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over 319.
Rodgers now on 1st down. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Rodgers to throw. This complete to Lockett. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Rodgers now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
Mike 55, Mike.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll run with Michel. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Hey, watch that, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike. Go to 50. In your face. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by Malcolm Butler. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And his kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Oh, my
God. Quick pass to Davis. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Ready.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Clifford. The open man is Smith. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans. 46 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Mike, ready.
Operating from the gun, Clifford.
Can you throw the fucking ball,
Nowhere
man?
to
This
escape,
quarterback
and
is
he
so
goes
fucking
down.
bad.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
On the ready.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. They go.
Back to throw. Clifford. It's caught. Humphreys. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. Kill. Hey, turn it. Two.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry.
Oh my fucking
He will
God.
push his way down to about the 14. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
I didn't need 2. I needed 1.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Protein spill.
Set the tone, defense.
Hey. High 7. Get it.
On 4th down, Clifford. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point put through by Suckup, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, get in the weight room.
And it's Michelle once again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
They can't hang with us. Switch.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle.
Dude, why are we still giving him 4 yards,
into
though?
Tennessee territory.
Like, come on.
The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd.
Hey, flex.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle.
Oh my God.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Green 18. 55, Mike. Switch. Check. Cross.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
There's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw again.
Ow,
His throw incomplete.
Oh my
It was
fucking
Logan
God,
Ryan
man.
that time
Come
who knocked it
on.
away.
And now
That's
offensively, it's
4
3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself,
interceptions that have just been
actors always say,
fucking
what's my
dropped.
motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Hey, take 26. Hey, watch that. Hey, Delta. 54. Mike, 54.
In your face.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown.
We've thrown 4 interceptions.
His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go.
From the gun, Clifford.
Are you fucking
incomplete? Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Throw the girl.
Almost everything right. Excellent coverage. Breaks on the football. Just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this one complete to Smith. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. This quarterback now 14 out of 17, 82%. And it's 1st and 10. On first down.
Dude, I don't even get...
Boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Guys, can I get up?
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it. That's when the great ones know.
Yeah. And he's going to be taken
I can't
down.
even play,
Pressure
like,
gets
honestly.
there back at the 39-yard line. Trey Hendrickson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Oh my god. I hate
And that
myself.
is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. Yeah, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Record.
Rodgers now to throw. To Michelle on the screen. And
I'm
he'll be
done.
brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll run on first down. Michelle down right around the 25. Tackle made by Kenny Vaccaro. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this.
How is he at the 24? What the fuck,
tell you what they're looking for and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so
even
fast
the little
as to
things,
leave too much time on
the
the clock.
stupid little things that don't mean anything, I'm still getting fucked at every turn.
New England on 3rd down. No problems to this point.
That
A
is
perfect
not
5
where
for
he got
5.
tackled. It's
This is
just
3rd
not.
and 7. Now it's Rodgers. And
Can
this is
you
caught by
actually play the ball,
for a New
please.
England touchdown.
I hate this game so much.
4 touchdown passes
It makes for
now
Chewie's
for Aaron
popular games a
Rodgers.
lot.
And the
They're awesome.
Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there, we've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Dude,
what the fuck?
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Again, it's Henry. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. On 4th down, Clifford. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off.
On first down, Clifford. It's caught by Davis. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On first down, Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters.
Wow,
he
come
rifles
on.
one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. That turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
Again, it's Michelle.
Go, go, go. Run, run.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I got one. 319.
And they take a knee.
Rodgers on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
We got 4.
319.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
On the keeper. A loss of a yard.
The Patriots send out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
And losing in this wild card round, you know, they've got something to build on, though, for next year. But I don't know if they want to hear that right now.
Maybe not at the moment, but once they get away from it a little bit and they get to their off-season program, and they'll start to talk about that. And I like how you framed it. Building blocks, you know, building this program up. And one of my favorite coaches always talks about brick by brick, you build a program. And this is one of those bricks to build them towards the next season where they think they have a chance to advance farther in the playoffs.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out